Set. What's up, fisherman? How we doing today? Sorry, just doing my post in the Discord real quick. And all set here. I think we've got everything ready to go. Definitely need to change the time. Fisherman Garrett, how we doing? What is going on, fellas? Elf Edits. I am back. Welcome back. Oh, you're Elf Boy. Got it. Nice. Well, welcome back, Elf Boy. How you doing today? We are going to see if we can spawn some diamonds, maybe spawn a great one. We're going to stack everything that we spawn here, except for rares. Of course, we're going to kill the rares, and any level 2 diamonds. But any level 3 diamonds, any great ones, we're going to stack because I'm trying to redo my HM. I'm going to fine-tune my HM here on Revontuli. And that means I need some big stuff in the farming zones. I'm doing real good. Doing real good, Elf Boy. Oh, shoot. I've got the wrong loadout, though. I forgot I was moving some tents around earlier. I guess we're going to need a loadout that has guns in it if we're going to kill anything. It kind of makes sense. What are we doing here? Revontuli. Alright, let's try this again. Still doesn't... Oh, there we go. Thought I still didn't have any guns for a second. Got a diamond brown bear today. Nice. Very cool. Worried. No, I didn't hit anything there. I was worried that I accidentally hit a female. When I rapid fire like that, I'm not totally sure what's going to happen. Alright, we got a couple of them. I'm eating goldfish for no reason. Nice. That was one of my favorite snacks as a kid. God, I used to go through so much Pepperidge Farm goldfish. Holy cow. I used to make my mom get them from Costco in the big, big boxes, and I would just devour those things. Jeez, now you mention it, now I want to go get some goldfish. You got in my head. I know what I'm buying at the grocery store tomorrow. You're only 12? Yeah, nothing wrong with that. It's a good age, my friend. It's a good age. Nothing wrong with being young. Oh, I was on the right path. I wasn't sure if I was going the right direction. You mean 13? You forgot how old you were. That's not good. No, that's good. You're 13. Hey, and that means you're old enough you can be on Twitch if you want. You can come hang out with us on Twitch if you're up late at night. But if you're that young, you shouldn't be up that late at night. You should be getting your sleep for school. Let's see. I definitely forgot to pick one up back here. I know one of our good friends who used to hang out with us on Twitch, he got suspended because he's only 12. He's not 13 yet. He can't be on Twitch till he's 13. So I've been making sure I've been doing this YouTube thing just so that he can show up on Tuesdays and Thursdays and hang out. So hopefully he shows up today. I'm sure we'll see him pretty soon. You're in the Discord? Nice. I thought you probably were. You're always up that late? Yeah, some of us are just natural night owls. Leho has tried to put himself on a day schedule before. It just doesn't work out. That guy goes to 258. What about you back there? 254. Alright, well, this guy down here that goes to 258. Guess we'll shoot you with the 308 just in case. Just in case. There's no way he's going to be a diamond, but just in case. Oh, I didn't even get the shot right. That awkward angle. Well, now I really hope he's not a diamond. I'm sure he's not. Level 2s like that, they just 95% of the time are not diamonds. Oh, shoot! Shoo! I almost hit that female. That was not cool. What were you doing, Lee Ho? Come on, man. Gotta be more controlled than that. Oh well. We'll just get what we got. It's 9:41 p.m. for you? Ah, you must be East Coast time then. 3 hours ahead of Leho. Been in your Discord for almost a year? Well, I don't think it's quite been that long because I haven't been around that long, but that means you've been in the Discord for quite a while if you're losing track of time already. Yeah, I think my Discord's actually only been around for maybe 5 months now because I've only been streaming for about 5.5 months. Can you believe it's only been that long? It's kind of crazy. Oh no, it's not good. Ah, I missed that. Oh well. We'll get warmed up here. We will get lined in sooner or later. Made spaghetti with homemade pasta. Nice. Spaghetti is one of my favorite things to make at home because I can only make like 7 different things without messing it up. And spaghetti's one of them. I can do that okay. What's up, Ben Franklin? Good to see you, my man. How you doing? Thought it was longer. I know, it kind of feels like it's been longer. But yeah, I just started this, back in August? So actually, I guess we're in February. So I guess that makes it almost 7 months now. I guess we are at like 6 or 7 months. It's been a little bit longer than Leho thought. Not quite as long as you thought. Somewhere in the middle. Alright. Let's see. I think I only had one over here. Let's go get the other one over here. We didn't do super hot here, but we'll get warmed up. I'm doing good, Ben. I'm doing good. We're killing some whitetail. We're going to try to stack some diamonds. If we spawn any great ones, we're going to stack the great ones. We're going to stack up the farming zones so that I can fine-tune my HM here. As soon as I have a bunch of big stuff stacked, I'm going to move some tents around. We're going to hit the exterior zones. We're going to shoot down what level 2s are left out there. We're going to get them all down to level 1s. At least that is the plan. Also, good news for the Twitch channel. I did get that emote package that I purchased to finally work. I just wasn't extracting it to a separate folder, so that's why they weren't coming out as emotes yet. But I finally get them to work. I uploaded a few of them to Twitch. Hopefully they will take before we start tonight. It sometimes takes Twitch a little while to approve animated emotes because they have to go through and make sure that there's nothing inappropriate, you know, nothing that's not okay to put on Twitch. And then once they get approved, then they'll be on there. Well, I'm out of bullets, so I guess that means that's the best we can do. I think we got 3 of them. 2 of them dead, 1 of them on the run. I have been getting a lot better at these follow-up shots ever since Tasca told me about the the slamming the analog stick on that first shot to try to control the recoil. I do get a lot more follow-up shots since then, so I owe Tasca a great deal of gratitude. He made me a better hunter with one simple little tip. Still waiting for Twitch to make me affiliation? Yeah, it does take a little while. I know you got the followers. Did you get the average? Because you have to average a certain average for more than... I want to say it's... Oh gosh, what was it? I want to say it was 120 hours in a month or something like that. It was a lot of streaming that you have to do. But there's a certain requirement of how many hours you have to stream per month to get it to trigger. So maybe that's part of what's hanging it up. Going to bed, Elf Boy? Alright, man. Well, that is a good idea if you got school tomorrow. You go, you get some sleep, man. Thanks for hanging out. It was good to see you. We will catch you next time, brother. There's one of the threes we got. I don't really know why I'm stacking in this zone, to be perfectly honest with you. This is not one of my favorite zones. I should just shoot this zone down. I should shoot this zone down and then switch up to a different zone. This zone doesn't have a whole lot of males here usually. Maybe we'll do that later. I'll keep it around for now. I'm not totally decided on that yet, but I have a level 1 there. That could go either direction. Maybe we'll decide that on Twitch later tonight. Might end up killing that diamond off. But I feel like there's other herds out there that are more accessible than that one, that have better visibility, maybe 1 or 2 more males in them. I might take one of my exterior zones turned into a farming zone and take that farming zone and turn it into an exterior zone. Keep in mind, that's something that you can do. Even though you've picked your farming zone, sometimes that will change depending on how your respawns act, you know, what happens. Maybe you decide that you don't like a zone as much as you thought you were going to like it. And it is okay to switch them around. It takes a little bit of work because that means you have to shoot down that zone that was a farming zone. And you have to go find a exterior zone that you want to use as a farming zone. But other than that, it's not too bad. Couldn't control the heartbeat. Heartbeat wins this battle. Oh well. Yeah, it's a monthly average and I have to wait till the 18th. Yeah. Gosh, that one just looks so much bigger. Only goes to 221, huh? Fair enough. Fair enough. Whoops. That's risky. I don't know why I did that. Yeah, I gotta change one of my main fallow zones. Yeah. Sometimes you just decide that you gotta do that, you know? Like that one zone I've been using for quite a while as a main zone. I even spawned one of my super rare potentials there. But ultimately, I just don't like the zone. I don't like the way that the deer run down into the lake. Sometimes when you get a kill there, it slides all the way down into the water. Then you can't even see it. You just have to harvest it, and there's nothing you can do. So if it was a trophy that slid down into the water, I mean, that would ruin the video completely because you can't see the harvest or anything. So, yeah, there's just lots of things I don't really like about that lake. And that's okay. Sometimes it's good to drop a zone out and pick a different zone up, change up the rotation a little bit, gives it kind of a fresh feel, you know? That way it doesn't feel like you're getting burned out, changes things up just a little bit. Okay, where did the deer go? I had one here. Did it float? I don't see anything over there. Well, here's the blood, I guess. Non-vital organ, it must have ran a little bit. Couldn't be too far, though. Oh yeah, couldn't be too far. Yep, I can't wait, guys, till when we get on Twitch later. You're going to have to check the new animated emotes if they're in. Hopefully they're in. And then also we're going to decide which other animated emotes are okay to drop out, because I've got a lot of other ones that I can toss into there that are all kind of the same theme, the same look, you know. I'm going to use those until I can talk to this guy. I'm going to talk to somebody to possibly make me some custom emotes that will be like, you know, channel themed, you know, themed towards my channel, and will be customized for Mr. Leho. Can't wait for that. But that will take a little time. Line it up. Come on over here. Come on over. What? Where'd you go? Where'd you go? Where'd you go? Damn it. Oh well. Got a little frog in my throat. I hope I didn't catch a cold. My buddy trying to warn me is like, well, I'll come over and hang out, but I do have a cold. I'm like, nah, I'll be fine. Maybe not. Oh, well, that's what we got those, what are they called? Airborne tablets? God, those things are just amazing. What is that? I hear something over here. What am I hearing? Huh, that's weird. There we go. That'll give me a better view of this zone here. I moved my tent and tripod here so I get a better zone here, and actually I can put a tripod down there. I forgot to put it down, but that way I can shoot back and forth because there's a zone over here I can shoot at too. Two there, two there. That's good enough. He's gonna die. I've said that many times it wasn't fine. Always end up getting sick, right? Sometimes, I don't know. I actually have a theory about that. I wonder if, because you know it's possible, that you think it into existence. You know what I mean? That your brain kind of helps make it happen. Just because you know that it's a possibility. Maybe this is not far enough away to shoot this other zone. Nope, I'm starting to think it's not. this the right trail? Maybe some blood? Yep, alright. So I wonder if I can move that tent back, that collection tent back a little ways, so that I can hopefully spawn in the other herd on the other side and shoot back and forth, kind of the way I do across the lake sometimes. Your dog's got the zoomies? I'm not totally what that means. The dog in the game? Or your dog in real life? Oh shit. Started following my dog. I totally forgot. I'm not following the dog. I'm following a trail here. There we go. Alright, we're going to go see if we can move that tent back a little ways and try to get that distanced out just right here. So I want to try to be able to shoot both zones here if I can. How far back am I going to need to be though? I don't know if I can actually do this. We'll see here. Lee don't know what the zoomies is? No. Nope, I'm afraid not. Okay, we're gonna try... here. Hopefully this is far enough. Tripod. Tripod. Oh, no more structures of this type are allowed. I've got too many tripods on the damn map. That's just stupid. I need to go pick up a tripod somewhere. I do have tripods kind of sitting around everywhere. If you notice, I have this bad habit when I pick up off an exterior zone, I pick up the tents, and I kind of leave the tripods. I might have tripods just laying around everywhere. Holy crap. Holy crap, do I ever. Alright, where's the closest one? There's one. We'll go pick up that one. One of these days, maybe I'll have to run around and pick up all my tripods. Wouldn't it be nice if that was just an option on the map? That you could just click on it on the map and just pick up tripod, pick up tent, you know? That way you didn't have to walk all the way over there to pick it up. My dog is running around like a crackhead. I had a feeling that that might have been what you meant by the zoomies, but I didn't want to assume that your dog had a drug problem, you know? Ugh, it always takes so long to fast travel to outposts. Anybody else notice that? It takes longer to fast travel to outposts than it does to a tent? Just weird. And I'm sure it has to do with because there's so much more to load at the outpost. You know, all the buildings and everything. Alright. Need to go get this tripod right over here. Yeah, God, it would be so nice if there was just like an option to just pick up all tents, pick up all tripods, and it would just clear the map. That way you could just reset everything and just go around and put them back down where you want. And of course, you wouldn't have to do it that way, but it would be nice if that option was there. Where are we going? Where are we going? Down here. Just now we can test to see if this tent is far enough back. We'll see if this herd actually renders in or not. I might have to move it back even further. Maybe I can't even go back and forth on these zones. Maybe I'll just have to give up on that idea. Or be able to pick up tents or tripods in the map. Yeah, that would be nice too. Can I see them over there? Nothing? I'm still not... Oh, wow. 180 yards. Yeah, I'm way close. I would have to be like way over there. Over there. I don't think I'm going to worry about going back and forth for now. I think we're just going to put our collection tent a little closer. And just forget about that whole thing. That was stupid. That was all very stupid. Big waste of time. We're done with that. What's up, dear man? How we doing today? Good to see you. Leo's just messing around. Thought I had an idea. It didn't work out. So we're going to get back to killing some whitetail here. How you doing, dear man? Must be nice. You can just hang out and chat and just relax. Don't have to worry about any stress right now. Dear man was a busy mod last night, that's for sure. Come on, jeez. Alright, let's see what the first round of respawns wants to give us today. Doing good, man. I won a copy of Call of the Wild from NZTNT from Steam. Nice. Now my brother can play too. Such a wholesome guy for sure. Yeah, NZ is awesome. Yes, he is. That's why I like raiding him as much as possible. He's a great dude. He's got a great channel going on. Lots of fun sound alerts. He doesn't always play Call of the Wild, but he's always fun to hang out with no matter what he's playing. What's up, Hukoda? How we doing? Dino, what's happening? Glad you could join us, guys. I'm in the process. Wait a second. Wait a second. That's a great one, isn't it? I haven't even spotted it. Is that a great one? Or is that just a diamond? That's a great one. Oh! God, we just spawned a great one. Oh, we totally just spawned a great one. I could tell by looking at the rack size. Holy cow. Well, he's not going anywhere because I am stacking these things in my farming zones. That is going to be great for HM. But we just spawned my second whitetail great one. Holy cow. 2,140 kills in. I gotta put this in my notes, guys, real quick. Holy cow. I'm so glad you guys are here. This is my first great one spawn on YouTube. My first great one spawn on YouTube. I usually spawn them all on Twitch. Here we are. You guys are just in time for a 10 fabled. Holy cow. Alright, let me get into my notes. I was looking at it and I'm going, no, that's not just a big diamond. I mean, it looks like a big rack, but I'm like, that can't be just a big diamond rack. Holy cow. All right. Let's see here. What are we doing here? This one here. Whitetail grinds. Okay. Number 2. I'm not even sure what rack that is. Do you know what that? It looks like it's not a big rack because that would be way more. Is that a typical rack? No way. No way. It couldn't be. I mean, is that why it looks like a normal rack? Is that a typical rack great one, dude? Is that why I couldn't tell? There's no way. I gotta get closer. I gotta get closer. Okay, first we're going to put the dog away to make sure that he doesn't spook anything. But we have to get closer to this thing. There's no way that's a typical rack. There's no way. It looks typical, doesn't it? That's exactly what I was thinking. I'm like, it looks just like the regular rack, just bigger. There's no way. iBuy will be so jealous if I spawned a typical rack. Oh my god, dude. Okay, I don't want to spook it, so we're literally just going to crawl in from here. Oh my god. Oh my god, you're pretty sure that's a typical? Oh my god, dude, I'm going to lose my mind if this is a typical rack. I'm going to get as close as I can so that we can get a good look at it. But it totally looks like a typical rack, doesn't it? It just looks like a very big diamond rack is all. I'm going to put that in my notes as a typical rack, because I'm pretty sure that's what it is. And that took 2,140 kills. Okay, we're going to say 31 diamonds, but we have... What do we have stacked on the map? Because that's important. We had 1, 2, 3 stacked on the map. So I'm going to say it took 34 diamonds. Because we have 3 stacked on the map. I don't know. That sounds good to me. I don't know. Oh my god. This is insane. This is crazy. I don't even know what to think about this. Okay, hang on. We don't need to be in camera view. What we need to do is get the binoculars out so I can take a look here. Turn that off. Oh, it's gotta be. It's gotta be. I've never seen this rack before. It's gotta be. It's gotta be. Dude, I came in, the first whitetail I see is a great one. I know, dude, it's so crazy. I can't believe you guys were just in time for this. I mean, I was just messing around, moving some tents around at the end of the last rotation, and then we get back. This is the 3rd rotation of the day, and there he is. Oh my god. And I think it's the one that everybody wants. What's up, Xcade? How we doing? Oh, dude, this is crazy. Smokey, what's going on? Everybody is just in time. We're creeping up on a great one, and we think... What zone is that here? I'll show you on the map. We're up here in the upper left-hand corner. Right here. At this zone right here. Right there. But now I don't want that. I don't want that on the map. This is insane. We're not 100% sure, but we're pretty sure that this thing is a typical rack. Okay. I am in the process of stacking diamonds so that I can re-HM this map. I want to fine-tune the HM here, right? So keeping this great one on the map will really help speed that along, because this guy has a big trophy rating in comparison to regular deer. But part of me just wants to put him in the lodge, because, oh my god, this might be one of the rarest whitetails you're going to see. iBuy does not have this one. This is the typical rack whitetail great one that iBuy has been going after for months, maybe years. That's exactly what that is. Oh my god. Oh my god, this is insanity. After all that hype last night, and then I know, dear man, this is absolutely crazy. I cannot believe that I spawned this thing. Forgot to tell you what. Think someone spawned an ultra rare legit? No kidding. He has like 100 great one whitetail and doesn't have it? I know. And he's going to ban me from his channel as soon as I tell him I got it. It's going to be worth it. Oh my god. It's 1 in 4 million. Holy cow. Yeah. Wait until Twitch? Yeah, I'm gonna keep it around at least until Twitch. We'll if we kill it, we'll kill it tonight on Twitch. I'm probably going to keep it around for a while. Mostly because I do want to fine-tune the HM here, and having great ones on the map is really, really going to help that. That means I don't have to stack as many diamonds, and I can start working on the exterior zone sooner, because having something this big will really speed that along. Holy shit. My head is spinning. Absolutely spinning. I mean, I've got some great ones that I absolutely love, but this is one that people are going after like crazy. People want this rack so badly. And to get this one on my second Whitetail Great One just blows my mind. Oh, I don't know if I can even handle this. This is I'm seeing spots. I'm starting to black out. Uh-oh. No, I'm good. This is super exciting though. I can't believe this. iBuy is going to lose his shit. I'm pretty sure he said that if I spawned one before him, he was going to ban me. And it'll be worth it. It'll be totally worth it. What is up, my dude? Holy crap. Uh-oh, I think I'm getting a little too close here. It's either short or typical rack, right? I'm not sure if it's typical rack, but I'm pretty sure it is. I mean, when you look at the way the regular racks look, the way they look bigger and back to smaller in front and everything like that, the proportions of the way that they look, and then you look at this guy, maybe it's not. Maybe it's not. It might just be a small rack. It might just be a small rack. It's not very big in the back. It might just be a small rack. Yeah, I think you're right, Smokey. Unfortunately, I think you're right. Now that I've gotten closer to it, it's not big enough in the back. It doesn't look like the typical rack. It's probably the small rack. Which is fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But I was really hoping it was the typical rack. But now that you see it really up close, I believe that the typical rack would be a little bit longer in the back. So the proportions would look very, very similar to the diamond. What's up, Will Tomlin? How we doing? Yeah, I'm pretty sure if it was a typical rack, it would be taller in the back tines. Yes, Will, you are just in time. This is the second Whitetail Great One that Leho has spawned. The first one that I've spawned here on YouTube. I'm not sure how close it's going to let me get. But we're going to get as close as possible here. I forgot you could zoom with the camera too. Easy, easy. I could just sit here for hours and look at this. That is awesome. Yeah, I don't think it's a typical rack. Pretty sure it's the short rack. Yeah, you agree now it does look quite short? Yeah, exactly. And I'm pretty sure if it was the typical rack, it would look longer in the back like your regular diamonds do. You know, they would have the really, really long tines in the back and it would progress down to shorter ones in the front. And this looks pretty even all the way around. But yes, either way, it is a great one. I'm still super stoked about that. But iBuy has nothing to fear. I have not spawned a typical rack yet. I thought maybe that's what this was. Not quite. He even turned to give us a nice little look there. What a guy. So cool. I hope you guys don't mind. I'm just kind of hanging out. Just wanted to get some up-close footage of him hanging out, eating, just chilling, you know. Never know what... Oh, you know what I need to do. There we go. That makes the video look a little better without the little icon there. After this, get a mallard great one, right? Yeah, if they ever put a mallard great one in the game. Want a great one so bad? I have 0 right now. You're grinding fallow. Well, hang in there, Dino. You will get it. Just takes some patience, some effort, and a lot of killing. God, that guy does look amazing. I don't think any of the other males hung around, which is very strange. Everything else took off that I would shoot, but the great one stuck around. They usually say that the great one has a higher A. Oh, there's one I can shoot. There we go. Got some up-close footage of our new great one. And like I said, we're going to keep them around on the map for a minute. We're going to stack diamonds, and we're going to stack great ones. Oh, you know what I need to do? Real quick. Sorry, guys. Let me do something. This footage needs to go with the other footage. This is the day that we just spawned Whitetail Great One number 2. And so we need to show... This is the hunting profile. We're at 31,907 kills. It says we have 17 great ones in the lodge. We actually have 18 because the codex is slightly bugged. But there's where we're at there. And these are all the latest harvests leading up to spawning that great one on my map. And that is where we're at. FYI, for anybody out there who plays a lot of this game, if you are intending to stack trophies and take them all down at once, you'll want to do what I just did. Get video evidence of your codex, of your hunting profile, and your recent harvests on the day that you spawn it. That way, if people look at your lodge and go, oh, you took 4 trophies off the map in one day, you obviously are a cheater. You can go, no, I stacked them. I did months of work, thousands of kills, lots of patience, and I stacked them. And then, yes, I killed them all on the same day, but they were around for a long time, and here is my proof. Have you always done random streams here on YouTube? I didn't know you did lives here. They're actually not random. They used to be random, and then a few weeks ago, I decided to start a regular YouTube schedule. So I'm here on YouTube from... It's usually about 7 to 9 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Today, I got a little bit of an early start because my afternoon obligations were not there. But usually, it's 7 to 9 p.m. Pacific Standard Time on Tuesdays and Thursdays. And then I'll take a little bit of a break, and then I'll go live on Twitch for most of the night. But I'm trying to do a little bit of YouTube twice a week. Mostly because I've got a few people that used to hang out with me on Twitch that they found out are under 13. They can't be there on Twitch anymore, but they can still hang out here on YouTube. So I want to give them a place where they can still come and see Lee-Ho and hang out with us and watch us kill things and hang out until they turn 13, and then they can come join us on Twitch. So, yeah, that's what I'm doing here. And I will be trying to put up some YouTube content eventually. It's just the last few weeks, I don't know, the last 6 weeks have been really hectic in trying to evolve my channel. I'm trying to get a gaming computer, get my overlays going, the sound alerts, all that stuff going. You know, the capture card and external mic. It was all a big pain in the butt, honestly. And it took so much time, I haven't had the time to really put together any YouTube video footage. So that's kind of what I was just doing there, is I was recording some up-close footage for my next Whitetail Great One video. And hopefully soon we will be putting together some videos and getting them out on YouTube. But it might take a little time. Oh, that was high. Way too high. Oh well. Good enough, he's gonna die. Alright. Alright, well, we spawned a great one. Can we stack another one today? That would be so crazy. Oh, you know what I need to do? I need to reset the counters. Because we're on to a different grind now. Hang on just a second. We have to reset counters here. And here we go. So now this lake. Alright, let's pick them up first. We had one at the last lake. So we'll start there. Let's see, it's going to be 4 for this lake. And one more to the Great One counter. I mean, technically, it's not in the lodge yet, but we're going to put it on the counter anyways because we're just counting the ones we spawned. And honestly, who knows if he makes it to the lodge intact? Maybe I botch it. Who knows? Oops. All right. That is crazy. I did not think we were going to be adding one to the Great One counter that quick. That was pretty awesome. And it does feel good to finally spawn one here on YouTube. I was starting to think YouTube was my curse, that I could only do it over on Twitch. Number 19. Mid-March is my 1-year anniversary on this game. Originally, the goal was to get 25 Great Ones before I was here a year. I don't think that's probably going to happen. I mean, that means I got to get 6 more still in the next 6 weeks, 5 weeks. It can be done. It can absolutely be done. But RNG is going to have to really pick up. Yeah, spawning them live is cool. It really is. It's so much fun to spawn them live. And that's why I just can't really bring myself to kill stuff on my own time when I'm not live, because the thought of accidentally spawning something huge with nobody here, God, that just, it's almost depressing to think about. Well, not very good. Oh, really? He turned just enough to miss that shot. That's kind of unbelievable. Whatever. I wish this was like Twitch. See, when you start your stream here on YouTube, it's already titled, and I can't change the title now, I don't think. I can probably change it later, but it'd be nice if I could change it right now and just, change it to having a Great One on the map. That way people would know when they look at the stream that there's a Great One sitting there. Come and check out the Great One. It's been a while since I've stacked Great Ones. Last time I did it was on Medved when we were doing the quest for a super rare. And honestly, I really, really miss all my Great One moose that were on that map. I'm going the wrong way. There we go. What's up, Zachy? You just missed the excitement. I spawned my first Great One on YouTube. I have my second Whitetail Great One, but he's on the map because I'm stacking, And I figure having a great one on the map is going to be really good for trying to fine-tune my HM, you know? Yes, I did get another great one. And I got to be honest with you, at first we all thought it was a typical rack because it looked like a typical rack. But when we got real close, we realized it's a small rack because it does not have the long tines in the back. It's got to be a small rack. But that's okay. It's a great one. I don't even know if there was much of a reaction. I thought I was staring at a big diamond. I really thought I was just staring at like a big 275 diamond or something at first. And then the more I looked at it, I'm like, that's not a 3, because like this is a 3. And I was like, that's not a 3. I'm not sure if I'm stacking in this zone or shooting it down. But either way, I'm going to shoot the level 2. Part of me wants to actually shoot this zone down and just be done with it. I know, Zachy, I know, right? Oh, that's the rack you need? It is a cool little rack. It is very cool. But I gotta be honest, when I first looked at it, I thought I got so lucky and I thought I spawned that typical rack. And then we crept up real close. I was like, oh, it's not. It's not. Okay, 1 here, 2 at the last zone, forgot that. And the first one, how did I miss that? I should be at 8 total. 1 here, 2 at the last, 4 at the last, and 1 at the first one. There we go. And yeah, you know, I want to shoot it, I want to put it in the lodge, but since I started this whole thing where I'm stacking diamonds so that I can fine-tune my HM, you know, I want to go back over my exterior zones. I want to reshoot them down so that I can get some of those level 2s that I didn't know were out there so I can get those shot down to 1s. And if I'm going to do that, trade for it. 24 pack of purple crayons for the crayon. Let me think about that. No. But yeah, I figure it's got to be really good for shooting down those exteriors, right? Having a great one on the map that's got a trophy rating of like 380 or something like that. You know, that's got to help shoot down those exteriors. Oh, I couldn't get in front of him. That is not good. Oh well. Or McChicken. McChicken. That usually scores 340. Yeah, nothing wrong with that. Like I said, it's going to be a very high trophy rating in comparison to any regular deer. And so that's all that matters in my mind as far as, you know, stacking big stuff in my farming zones. In my mind, it's just like having a diamond and a half in one deer. So, you know, it's got to be good when I go around to shoot my exteriors down, right? That's what I'm thinking. Does that crayons only work for Marines? More crayons for me then. That's funny. What's that, Zachy? Aren't whitetail fun? Yeah, they're growing on me, I gotta say. You know, the first couple of 1,000 kills, I wasn't really into it, but I'm starting to get into whitetail. I am. I was really hoping that I was going to have some sort of miracle happen and get towards the end of the rotation and then find another one. You know what I mean? But I cannot imagine what kind of luck you have to spawn two in one rotation. I mean, I know some people have done it, but Lee Ho has not. Well, you know what? I'll just let you bleed. We'll just let you bleed. We might get a shot at this guy. Yeah, we did. And even a finishing shot. Nice. That was a lot better than I expected, actually. It's a love-hate relationship? Yeah. Kind of is. I mean, there is still stuff I hate about it. But ultimately, the amount of trophies I've gotten out of these two grinds, it's worth it. For the headache that you got to put up with, it is worth it. You get a lot out of Whitetail. I've done 2-in-1 rotation twice, but not for Whitetail. My Whitetail luck doo-doo. I would say you probably did that with bears, right? I'm sure you did that with bears. Did you do it with fallow also? I almost did it with fallow. My third whitetail fallow, my third great one fallow showed up 27 kills later after my second one. So that was pretty close to 2-in-1 rotation, but not quite. Oh, I don't have a dog. I put the dog away. I was like, why can't I track? What the hell's going on? Oh, yeah. You put the dog away. Turned off POI icons. Holy crap, I got to do some stuff. Hang on. Red deer and bear. Nice. Okay, let's get the dog back out. I put him away while I was sneaking up on that great one. So I didn't want him to spook him. How's this recoil stuff work with you with the new settings, though? It's working pretty good, actually. I kind of toned down the dead zone and the what was it? Just the dead zones on the left and the right stick. I went back somewhere in the in between where I had it and where you told me to put it. That way, it wasn't as drastic of a difference on that. But the aim sensitivity, I left, and then I started doing the little technique that Tasca was telling me. And between everything, it has gotten better. I can get a second shot, sometimes even a third shot, a lot more often than I used to. I don't know why my dog's not helping me. Didn't I shoot another one here? There you go. There you go. See, you have a job to do. Do your job. Yeah, it's actually working out all right. Still a work in progress, but I'm definitely getting more follow-up shots. Now the other question is can I keep this thing stacked on the map? Because I know people are going to try to pressure me into killing it on Twitch. But deep down, I feel like I need to keep it on the map, you know? I've got a few level 3s stacked. Now I've got a level 10 stacked. Get some more big trophies stacked on this map, then maybe we can shoot down some exterior zones. On your longest bear grind at the moment, 2,650 in. That's a lot of bear. Yeah, when you said that the second whitetail grind is supposed to be shorter than the first one, I was starting to get up there, and I was like, I don't know, it might not happen. But then it did pop, and yes, it was still shorter than the first one. By a good 1,700 kills. And then the other thing comes into play. A lot of people think, well, some people think that herd management affects great one spawning. Well, if I'm stacking diamonds and great ones on this, especially the ones that have big trophy ratings, so that I can shoot down my exterior zones, is that going to slow down the great one spawning because I have such big trophies stacked on this map? You know what I mean? Did I just pick it up? I wasn't even looking. I think I just picked it up. What's up, Cutter Mama? How we doing today? My first whitetail kill count was 3,862. 3862 for the first one. I think it was, what would that say, 2114 for the second one? I put in my notes and I already forgot. What's crazy is the super rare bear last night was on kill 2,587, which is the exact kill count of my previous longest bear grind. No way. Ha! What are the odds of that? That is insane, Zachy. Wait a minute. Oh no, okay. Well, we got a good sized level 2 here. We're only stacking level 3s and level 10s, so this level 2, you can go. Maybe you'll be big enough for a diamond. Probably not. So you set that zone up better too? Yeah. I wanted to move to the other side because sometimes when the deer are on one side of the river, they're like behind the trees. And so from the other side, I just couldn't get visibility. So I figured if I moved to the other side of the river, then I'd be able to see them on either side. And it kind of works better. How do you spot animals in a scope? It takes a certain perk or a certain skill. Here, I'll show you right now. In your skills, you have to have spotting knowledge and what's the other one? Sight spotting. Sight spotting is the one that actually gives it to you. So in the ambusher side of your skills, on the top row, there's spotting knowledge, and then right next to it, there's sight spotting. And sight spotting unlocks the ability to spot animals with aim mode with weapons. This means that you do not have to switch to binoculars or rangefinder device to spot an animal. So that'll give you the information when you spot it in your scope, and then sight spotting knowledge is what gives you all the different information, because you need all 3 levels to get all of the information. And on console, all it is you just look at an animal, and then you hit square to spot it. I don't know what button that would be for Xbox, but it's whatever's the equivalent to square. And now I'm far enough back I can actually shoot that guy? Well, I'm not worried about that right now. That's something I'm trying to shoot down. They weren't there before. Okay, whatever. Not going to worry about that. Yeah. Yeah, sight spotting and spotting knowledge. It's a big, big help. Hang out for a second, Cutter Mama. You want to see a great one? I've got one on the map. We're going back to the beginning here. We're going to spin time, force respawns. And at this very first zone is where Great One Whitetail number 2 spawned about 20 minutes ago. Think it's X on Xbox? Yeah. Yeah, X. Sounds right. Whatever the left button is on the right-hand side of the controller. All right. I do remember you. I totally remember you. I'm glad you stopped in to hang out with us. You are just in time to see my second whitetail great one. At first, when we saw it, I really thought it was a typical rack. And then we crawled in nice and close to get some up-close footage, and we realized it's not. It's a small rack. But that's okay. I didn't have a small rack yet, so that's good. So far, I've got a crown rack and a small rack now. There he is. It's pretty easy to spot back there. Whitetail great one number 2. And we're not going to kill him for now because I am trying to stack diamonds and, of course, great ones because they are huge trophies. But I am trying to fine-tune my herd management in my exterior zones, and having something that big in my farming zones is going to make it so much easier to shoot down my exteriors. So we're going to keep him around until I shoot down the exteriors. Yeah, it's good enough. Call it Chodrak because it's short and fat. That's funny. But I'm pretty excited. It is the biggest trophy I've spawned on a YouTube stream. Usually all my big stuff is spawned on Twitch, so I was very, very happy that I finally spawned something here on YouTube. Honestly, because I spawned it here on YouTube, part of me wants to kill it today, just because it's the first thing I've ever spawned here on YouTube. But I have ulterior motives for these whitetail right now. Got to keep it around. Yeah, too many bunched up. I wasn't sure who's male and who's females in there. Oh, dang it. Stinking heartbeat. Disappointing. Nope, not even close. Oh, that's terrible. No? Dang it. Thought I was going to get him to jump right into it. Ugh. Struggling. Definitely struggling. Oh, well. Get a couple. Move on. Daniel Jordan, what's going on? Oh, it's Tasca. Nice. Good to see you. We just spawned our second whitetail great one, Tasca. Maybe half an hour ago. It's sitting on the map still. I figured since we are stacking diamonds, well, it's going to be very helpful if we stack great ones as well. And then come time to go shoot down those exterior zones, well, should go even faster, right? At least that's the idea. Yeah, I gotta admit, Tasca, I was really, really excited at first because I thought it was a typical rack. It's not. It's a short rack. I crawled up real close to it, and once I got a real close, good view of it, I was like, oh wait, it doesn't have very long tines in the back. It's all about the same height. That's not a typical. Darn it! Congrats, and I've heard that's a good idea. Nice. I hoped it would be a good idea. I figured that the whole theory behind stacking and everything is basically based on the trophy pool. It's not based on the level of the animal, but the trophy rating that the animal carries. That's why they say that stacking diamonds matters so much more, like this guy, because he's going to have so much higher trophy. So I figured that stacking anything that had a huge trophy rating, like a great one, has got to be phenomenally good for HM purposes. Just sounded good anyways, you know? Ah. Oh well, he's dead. Now I'm just trying to move as fast as possible, seeing if I can do the incredible, the miracle. Can we spawn 2 great ones before the YouTube stream is over? That would be bonkers. I don't think it's possible, but we're going to try. Think you're good as long as you don't rotate on main zones while a great one is in them. Could shoot them down, which you don't want. Well, and see, I don't know. That's kind of the risk that I'm running because I am still rotating on main zones while I have 1 great one on the map. Because I feel like I still need more diamonds stacked. I've only got 3 diamonds and the 1 great one. So I feel like I still need some more big animals stacked on the map before I go after my secondaries, you know? So I don't know. We'll do a few more rotations, see how it goes. This zone, I'm actually not even sure what I want to do with it. This zone, okay, so we have a level 3 here, right? I also have a level 2 here, and then I also have a level 1 here, and I could take this one either direction. I could shoot it down, or I could stack diamonds here. This zone kind of sucks, because the trees suck. Sometimes they're in the water. You can't always shoot them in the water. Sometimes if you kill something, it goes down in the water, and you can't see your trophy while it's laying on the ground. You just have to harvest it and accept it. You know what I mean? So there's a lot of issues with this zone. And I think, deep down, I think I want to shoot the diamond out of here and just shoot this zone down. But I haven't decided yet. If a solo zone is in with a herd, will it tell me on the zone indicator? Yes, it will. Well, usually, yes. Okay, technically there's not supposed to be solo zones when it comes to whitetail. That's what they say. But once you blow up zones, sometimes it'll leave solo zones behind. And then if you spawn a new herd in on top of it by shooting a doe, then it can spawn that new herd on top of the old solo zone that it left behind. And then, yes, there can be a solo zone with that herd. It's very, very weird how that works. But most of the time when it comes to like red deer or fallow deer or moose, you can see on the drink zone indicator when you first look at it, and it'll say there's a herd of 3 and a herd of 1 and a herd of 1, and that's why there's 5 moose there or whatever. I cannot find. Did I only shoot the one? Maybe I only shot the one. I only shot one here. That's right. I'm like, why can't I find another deer? Because there's no other dead deer here, dummy. What's up, Grand Patriot? How we doing? Even with 15-ish diamonds and a great one, it still took me a while to get level 1s in my bad zones. Yeah, and I've got most level 1s out there. I just have a few stragglers that there were some respawns that didn't come back when I thought I was shooting my zones down, and they weren't completely shot down. So I just got to fine-tune them a little bit. I just want to get enough big stuff stacked to where I can go back around and shoot down the handful of stuff that's left out there again and try to get them down to level 1s. Maybe it'll work, maybe it won't. But it's worth a try, you know. Think it could be a fine line eventually. Let's see, I think it could be a fine line eventually. I think I understand. Yeah, and I don't know. We'll see. Like I said, we just spawned that great when we just stacked it, so we'll do like 100 kills or so with it on the map. We'll see what it kind of looks like things are respawning as, and we'll go from there. Maybe I'll shoot it, maybe I won't. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay, we got the male behind. Oh, I saw the female right when I was pulling the trigger, and we got lucky. What's up, Sharon? How are we doing today? You're talking about fallow? Yeah, fallow, you should be able to see the solo zones. And most of the time, solo zones don't mix with herds, in my experience, but sometimes they do. But most of my fallow solo zones stay separated from the herds. They're really easy to see, actually. Blizzy had, I think, 15 to 16 big rack level 3s and 3 big rack great ones and a typical on his map, and he was still popping dimes consistently in his exteriors. Wow. That's crazy. For me, it seems like those last 10 or so level 1s that I got to spawn made a huge difference. Yeah. And see, that's why I really want to go out and fine-tune my HM, because there's a handful of level 2s out there that I want down to level 1. Roughly about 10 of them or so. And I feel like if I get those pushed down, my diamond rate will go through the roof. You know, I'll go from like 1 in every 50 kills to like 1 in every 25 to 30 kills, which would be so much better. I don't know. We'll take it one step at a time. If I don't start seeing any major, like, big things spawning because I have the great one on the map, then maybe we'll kill the great one and just keep stacking diamonds. But deep down, I feel like I can still stack diamonds even though I have that great one on the map. Couldn't get it lined up. Nope, not fast enough. Oh well. I've heard of all female with a solo level 2 in with them. Oh my god. I cannot explain why herds all of a sudden go all female. Sometimes it happens. It happened to me on Quattro too. When I was doing my red deer on Quattro, I had one huge herd where all of a sudden no males would come back in. And it was just like 10 female deer. And I was like, what the hell's going on here? This can't be right. And yes, that is right, Sharon. If you're still here, you heard right. We do have Whitetail Great One number 2 on the map. We spawned him about a half an hour ago. And since I'm in the process of stacking diamonds and stacking big trophies so that I can excuse me, so that I can fine-tune my herd management, I'm going to keep him on the map. I'm at least going to see if it makes a difference. We'll see. I don't know. I'd leave the great one on the map. Yeah, that's my instinct. My instinct tells me that it's going to be helpful. We'll see. One of my 3s. Oh, neat. Of course I didn't have any bullets. Maybe occasionally they spawn in as females? No, only females respawn as females and males respawn as males. They never switch. So, if you end up with all females, it just, I don't know. I still don't know. I don't even really have a good theory on it. Because your males should respawn. The only thing that I can think of is that all my males bounce to a different herd that's close by. It just never really seemed like it. But I felt like they had to have bounced to a different herd, because to have an entire herd of all females is just very bizarre. Alright, well, we did not kill very good that round, but let's go back to the beginning, and Sharon can hang out and take a look at our new great one. What's the closest tripod can be to a herd? Well, the tripods can be as close as you want. That doesn't really affect it. The only trouble is you don't want it too close. You don't want it closer than 200 yards. Because any closer than that, you'll have to start walking to the tripod to make sure that you don't make too much noise before you get into it. Because you don't want to spook the herd. So I always make sure mine are about 220 out. That way I can sprint the whole way to the herd, and I know there's no chance I'm going to spook it. But other than that, the only thing that really matters is how far away your tents are at. Because when you fast travel into a tent, if it's too close, then your herd will not render in. Yeah, and actually it does kind of vary from herd to herd. Depends on what the map is like. To me, it depends on what the terrain is like. Like, if there's a hillside in between you, a lot of times you can run up to about 150 yards and they still don't hear you or see you, and you won't spook them. But if it's all flat ground and they've got a clear view of you, then like at 180 yards, sometimes you'll start spooking them. And you got to kind of test it out, see how close you can get without spooking them, and then put your tripod just outside of that. All right, Sharon, here you go. Where did he go? Oh, hey, there he is. Can you tell which one's a little bit different? It's this guy. 330 to 400. He's a short rack, 10 fabled whitetail. And that's my new great one. When I first spawned him, like from back here, it still kind of looks like it's a typical rack. Like, it looks like the back's a little longer in the front, and it looks like a typical rack, but it's not. It's a short rack. Oh, now you're going to get in the way? You're going to make this difficult? Sure. Well, I didn't want to shoot that guy anyways. There you go. Let the great one run, get out of the way. We can shoot you. Nice, great one. Yes, I like it too. Took us a little over 2,100 kills, but we finally got it to happen. And it's my first great one that I've spawned here on YouTube. I could keep telling everybody I spawn everything on Twitch, it seems like. And it felt good to finally pop one here on YouTube. I need to switch zones, but the only other zone I can go to is impossible to get a tent and tripod in a good spot. Yeah, and if there's zones that are like that you can't get a tent and tripod in a good spot, if it's that inaccessible, then those are zones I try to shoot down. Those are the ones I try to shoot down first, because I don't want to ever go back there. Was I a Toby Keith fan? I was. I grew up listening to his music. His country music was some of my favorite to try to sing. Even though I have one of the worst singing voices in the world, I loved trying to sing Toby Keith. And he will be missed. Lost his battle to cancer, unfortunately. What a country music legend. What a dude. But at least he left us with a lot of good music to remember him by. No? Dang it. Oh well, he's gonna die. Yeah, it's a sad part of life. The older you get, the more of your celebrities and singers and actors and whatnot, people that you watched growing up, the more they start passing away. And it makes you feel a little bit old. It is shot down, but I want to switch to it because I'm only hunting 7 main zones. Well, keep in mind, though, if it's a pain in the butt to access, and if it's a pain in the butt to put tents and tripods down, it might not be worth it. Having a short grind is not that bad. I mean, honestly, with my fallow, let's see, I hunted 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I hunted 7 zones. And then I actually dropped 1 zone out at one point and dropped down to 6 zones at one point. Because fallow don't have that many zones, it's okay to do a very short grind on them. There's nothing wrong with doing a short fallow grind. There's only 35 to 40 zones anyways. And they say that you want to have 80 to 85% of your zones shot down, otherwise you're not doing true HM. It doesn't truly affect it until you get about 80 to 85% shot down. So, truthfully, you only want to be rotating on about 6 zones. Yes, also Kenny Rogers too, currently listening to random music. And Red Solo Cup came on. I'm not even familiar with that song, actually. The name kind of sounds familiar, but I can't place it. To be honest, he was lucky to live as long as he did with the cancer. My mom's uncle had the same cancer. He passed within months. Toby lived a few years after being diagnosed. Yeah, it all depends. And that's the thing about cancer. It all depends on when they catch it, where it's at, how severe it is, how much it's spread. There's so many things involved. My uncle fought lung cancer. He smoked Winston non-filters for, I don't know, 32 years? 2 packs a day for 32 years. Had horrible lung cancer. Fought it. Beat it 3 times. He literally beat lung cancer 3 times. They took a vacation to Hawaii to celebrate him beating cancer. And when he was over there, the volcanic soot, the natural volcanic soot that's in the air, gave him a bacterial lung infection because his immune system was still so weak from fighting cancer, and he died from the bacterial lung infection instead. He didn't get to die from the cancer, he died from celebrating beating cancer. Yeah, it was crazy. You just never know. But it's just another reason I tell people, get everything you can out of life. You don't know when it's going to take a turn on you. You don't know when it's all going to be over. Spend time with your friends and family while you can. Get every moment out of this life that you can. Enjoy everything. Because before you know it, you might not have another chance. So that's why Leho is literally trying to do everything he wants to do, everything he can do every single day. Just trying to enjoy it, have fun. We're only here for a little while. And I'm not just trying to quote a Billy Dean song, but we are only here for a little while. Come on, RNG. Can we stack one more great one before YouTube is over for today? It would be awesome to go into Twitch tonight going, we spawned 2 great ones. We've got 2 of them on the map. But it'll be sweet just having the one. It's nice to know RNG is kind of on our side right now. Let's see here. That looks like 3. Okay. Just a good size 2. Doesn't look like anything else important there. Alright. not quite. Damn, doe in the way. Seriously. These does are killing me. Oh, that's a bad shot. Didn't get that one either. And that's still level 3. We're not shooting you. Welcome back, Ukoda. You're not promised the next breath. Could happen in instant, too. That is right. That is absolutely right. That's why you should enjoy every second. Get everything you can out of this life. Well, Hukoda, did you step out before we spawned the Great One? Or did you see it? You probably saw it. Maybe you didn't see it. One of Cody Johnson's songs, Till You Can't, kind of explains a lot of what you just said, right? It is why, and I mean, it was literally a quote from the title of the song, but one of my favorite songs growing up was a Billy Dean song called We're Only Here for a Little While. And it's a really good song. It's very truthful. We are only here for a little while. Experience everything you can. If you get a chance to do something fun, don't turn it down. Seriously, even if it's a little bit scary, don't turn it down. Get everything you can out of this life. Go out there, meet new people, travel the world, see everything you can. There's a lot in this damn world. Yeah, you're lucky, little level 1. I don't know if I want to shoot you yet. I might keep you. I might shoot the level 3. I don't know. I haven't decided yet, so you're awfully lucky. Let me tell you that. Yeah, you should be surprised. I'm surprised I'm not shooting you too. You're awfully lucky. Maybe later though. I might shoot that zone down. I'm not sure. Part of me, I mean, my instincts just keep telling me, shoot the diamond, shoot that zone down. You hate the visibility. You hate the water. You hate what the deer do there. I should just shoot it down. But it does mean I gotta rescout the map and find the next best herd to use for farming. And there's a few of them out there. There's definitely a few of them out there I could use for farming zones. Oh no. Always worries me when I take the shot and everything shifts right when I'm shooting. That worked. And nothing over here. Oh well. What's up, Brazy? How we doing today? Good to see you. That zone hasn't been too bad for you, to be honest. The Super Troll, but there's better zones you could grind on your map. I know that, and that's what I keep thinking, Zachy. Is ultimately that zone has been kind of good to me. I spawned a piebald there. I spawned the level 3 albino there. We've spawned some other level 3s there, like I've got one there right now. It's been a pretty good zone, but the lake sucks. I hate how they go down in the water. Sometimes you shoot a trophy and it literally just runs down in the water and dies in the water, and you just have to pick it up. You can't even just look at it on the ground or anything because you can't see it. And I just hate that. There's just so much about the zone that I don't like. But RNG-wise, you are correct. It has been one of my better zones. So, Brazy, I got Whitetail Great One on... excuse me. I got Whitetail Great One number 2, and he's on the map. If you notice the kill counters, they are reset. Except for the Great One counter that is up to 19. I am so happy that I finally spawned something here on YouTube. It's kind of becoming my Achilles heel. I'm starting to think I just couldn't spawn anything cool here on YouTube. Oh no. Oh, it moved. Okay. I saw the female for a second. I got a little worried. We better just take the one. Yeah, but to be totally honest, I'm not using the zone that I spawned the first great one in anymore because that zone blew itself up and I lost all my respawns there. That's one of the zones that dropped down to just a single female. And so I had to quit using it. And I was kind of sad. I was like, shoot, that's where my first great one spawned. I didn't want to stop using that one. I know a lot of people like rap and hip-hop and all that, but country, just something hits different when listening to country. Has all big highs and lows. Has happy country, sad country. I know, right? You get all different levels of emotions when you listen to country. It can excite you. It can make you get up and dance. Might make you just lay down, relax, and sleep. Might make you cry a little bit because you're thinking about something that you miss. Country is one of those things that can hit you from all sides, and that's what does make it awesome. But I do. I like rap. I like hip-hop. I like hard rock. I like classic rock. I like punk rock. I like a lot of everything. But you are right. Country has kind of a special feeling that only it can strike in someone. I went to the wrong tent. I was like, what? Something looks wrong here. What's wrong here? I went to the wrong tent. This might spook the herd. Oh well. Nope, it didn't spook him. I still see him. I dropped the zone I spawned a few of my great ones in. Yeah. I like keeping rotating on them, on the zones that spawn great ones in, but sometimes you just don't have a choice. Don't see anything else here to shoot. And then I'm kind of torn about my counters right now. I'm not sure how to keep track of everything. I'm clicking everything I kill. I also clicked a great one that I have not killed yet because I spawned it. But I have not clicked some diamonds that I've spawned and haven't killed yet. So I don't know what the hell I'm doing. We're also going to try something else on Twitch tonight. I added a second sound alert box, which might get a little bit annoying at first, but according to the Twitch website, by using that, it will unlock more animated emote spots, supposedly. So I have to use their Twitch alert box, at least for a little while, just to get access to more animated emotes. Hopefully it's not too annoying. I try to make it really, really small in the corner so that you can barely even notice it's happening. You ever tried Way the Hunter before? I haven't. I have so little time to really work on these hunting games that this game occupies pretty much all my time, Sharon. I have watched a little bit of footage on Way of the Hunter. I do really like how it's built, honestly. The way the game is designed, having to keep better genetics on your map so that you will spawn better genetics, that's a very logical way to build a hunting game, and I like that. but I've heard that it is a little slower paced. It's supposed to be more realistic as far as how real life hunting actually feels, and you don't get the the great one grinding out of it. So I just haven't really given it a chance yet. Well, Brazy, if you're hanging out, can you see which one's the great one? Can you tell which one is a little bit different? He's only a little bit different than the rest. Every time I look at him from back here, he still looks like a typical rack. Because doesn't he just look just like that rack there, just with a whole lot more tines going on? It looks basically the same. These two that are standing right next to each other look the same, just with a whole bunch more tines in there, doesn't it? And that's why I thought it was a typical rack at first. It's not. Sure got me good, though. Okay, I'm not going to shoot the one that's right next to the great one. That makes me a little too nervous. Really? Stinking does. Yeah, good enough. It's slow, but it's a good game? Yeah. And I've heard a lot of people really love it. But I feel like since I started out on this game, it might be hard for me to get into because I'm used to the faster pace of Call of the Wild. You know what I mean? So. Did I just click twice? Did I? No, I don't think I did. Maybe I did. The one without antlers? Yes, I suppose that one is much different. I'm gaining a liking to Bailey Zimmerman's music again. Right on. Not actually familiar with that name. Bailey Zimmerman, huh? If they make great one rabbits, they need to be jackalopes, right? That'd be so cool. I gotta be honest, I know a lot of people are not a fan of the idea of a great one bird. Lee Ho kind of wants a great one capercaillie. I really do. I would have so much fun hunting for a great one capercaillie. And when I finally got my first one, I mean, you probably will have never heard anybody as excited as I would be the first time I get a great one capercaillie. I should have just taken the shot. Apparently it was lined up better than I thought. We'll just take those two. Let's try to get in the habit of not clicking until we've picked up our kills off the lake. That'll keep us from forgetting, and it'll keep us from double clicking at the same time. Imagine a great one hummingbird. Like the biggest hummingbird on the planet. Something the size of like a crow or something. This hummingbird weighs 4 pounds. It's huge. Ah, shoot. Oh well. Took a shot at a third one and muffed it. Half the size of a stubble quail, right? Quail. It's the other thing I've kind of been working on in my side time just a little bit. I've been doing a little bit of bobwhite quail hunting, going after the hardest diamond in the game. Still don't have one. Maybe someday. There is more blood. I thought I shot 2 of them here. Come on, RNG. God, if we could just spawn one more whitetail great one, then I'd have technically all 3 of them for my huddle. And I could just go kill moose. I wouldn't even have to worry about whitetail anymore for a while. To be honest, I'm second guessing if I want to HM New England whitetail or not. This is going to suck. Yeah, it probably is. I wish you lots of luck. I hope it works out for you, Zachy, but I'm definitely not jealous. I would not put myself through that. No. That's the doe. Don't shoot that one. Okay, we'll find it. I almost shot at the doe at first. That could have sucked. We need dwarf animals in the game. That would be hilarious to see. Run around hunting with a BB gun. So technically there is the air rifle in the game. But wouldn't it be funny if there was like a smaller air rifle? Like an actual BB gun? Got yourself into this, now you're stuck with it, huh? Well, good luck, Zachy. Hopefully you spawn some awesome stuff over on New England. I will keep doing it here on Rev. Because it's easy. So the next thing that I want to figure out now, somehow I've seen how people can use video footage that they capture from the game, like how I got up close to my great one and I did some recording with the camera out and just let the computer record for a while, just some up close footage. A lot of people use that footage as a screensaver for like while they're streaming, but they're away from keys while they're busy, they're taking a break, they'll put something like that on. And it lets people know that they're taking a little break and that they'll be back. Got to figure out how to do that. Back to the zone. Again, I don't know what to do here. I feel like it's going to be determined by what this level 2 ends up doing. If it drops down to a level 1, then I'm probably going to shoot it down because I'll have 2 level 1s here. And I'll just have to shoot the diamond. If it ends up stacking to a diamond, then I'll probably just shoot the level 1 and just keep trying to stack diamonds there. I don't know what I want. kind of weird. Honestly, I thought I knew what I wanted, but then I spawned a great one today. And apparently that's what I really wanted, because since I did that, now I really don't know what I want to do. Level 5 Canadian Goose. Nice. Let's go, Zachy. I only have one of those. One Diamond Canada Goose. I did get a Diamond Merriam Turkey yesterday. My buddy Sav wanted to do a little multiplayer hunt on stream, so he opened up his Silver Ridge Peaks, and we did a first to a diamond challenge. And my dumbass was running around looking for a plains bison, thinking that was going to be the easiest diamond. And then I saw him kill a couple of turkeys, and I was like, oh yeah, turkeys, that's what I should be looking for. So I went to the upper right-hand corner. Sure enough, I found a level 3 turkey. Excuse me just a second. Sorry about that. Yes, I do have a cat. I actually have 2 cats. Chuck and Amara. And if you heard him, it was probably Chuck, because Amara's bell is not quite as loud, even though they're the exact same color. Yeah, usually the one that you're going to hear is Chuck. Alright, let's see if we can time this right. Right when the other one ducks its head there. Let me lift his head real fast. I still got you. Oh no, I didn't! Oh no, I didn't! I shot a doe! Oh no, that's a doe! And I didn't get out in time. Well, we did something really good today, and then we did something really bad today. Oh, darn it. Yep, it was Chuck. He was jumping up on his cat tree. Going up to lay down somewhere else. God dang it, I can't believe I just did this. I'm like 99.9% sure that was a doe. Shut up, Zachy. Well, we'll pick this guy up because he's not a doe. There was a nice big buck right here. How did you guys change places? Alright, well, got a main menu here. We got to exit the game. F. Shut up, Garrett. Happens to the best of us. Yes, it does. Unfortunately, Leho might have a little bit of a reputation for this, Sharon. On Twitch, they kind of nicknamed me Leho the Slayer of Does. I gotta admit, it's got a little bit of a ring to it. But they're still jerks. And, unfortunately, it is kind of a fitting nickname, too. Because when I shoot a doe, it usually does not survive. I usually just drop it dead. What's up, Sav? You just missed it. I spawned a great one, then I killed a doe. But I do have Whitetail Great One number 2 on the map. We are stacking them. You know that shooting does doesn't spawn that great ones, FYI. Yeah, thanks, Zachy. Thank you for that tip. I will keep that in mind. Very helpful. How you doing, Sav? Good to see you, my man. Come on. Ah. Oh well. You're just about to ask why the kill counter got changed? Yep. The third rotation in, we spawned our second whitetail great one here on YouTube. The first big trophy I've spawned on YouTube. Not going to forget that does give me tap time on Twitch. Shh. Alright, dog, go find the other deer. I need to find it. Let's see. Shoot, I'm not clicking my kills. 2 there. 1 at the last zone. And 1 at the zone before that. Okay. All caught up. There has to be something big on my map. I'm only spawning 3s and 2s. Haven't seen a 5 for a couple hundred kills. You know, sometimes it means something, sometimes it really doesn't. We went for a lot of moose last night and only spawned 1 level 5 troll. So, sometimes RNG just sucks. There's just no 2 ways around it. But if it was always good to us, then it wouldn't be that big of a surprise when they finally spawned, you know? The crappy RNG, the trolls, they're all a necessary evil, because it all helps build the drama for when we finally spawn that incredible trophy. We're like, finally! Finally, the great one has come back to Revontuli. Isn't that what The Rock used to say? I don't know. Maybe it went different. It sounded right. Yep, hang out for a minute, Sav. We're going to shoot this last zone. I keep going to the wrong damn tent every time. Ever since I rearranged my tents here, I'm going to the wrong side. Every time. Alright, let me shoot this last zone here. Then we'll go back to the beginning. We're going to spend time, and then we'll let you get a look at our new great one. Yeah, you could say me and RNG have a history. No, not at all. I don't know what you're talking about, Garrett. There's level 3. There's gotta be something else here, right? Or not. Okay, the only thing that came back is level 3 and we're not shooting him. That's one of the problems with stacking whitetail. Sometimes the only things that come back are the things that you're stacking. It keeps you from being able to shoot anything. You think I shot the great one doe? Yep, if only does could turn into great ones, I would have spawned a dozen of them by now. You know, at some point, I may just stop fighting this reputation. Maybe that's just what I'm going to title my stream with. Leho, the Slayer of Does. See if I actually shoot a male deer today. I'm sure people would love that. Alright, Sav, you ready to see our newest trophy? I gotta tell you, dude, when I first spawned this thing, I looked at it, and I looked at it, and I looked at it. Because from this distance, it looks like a typical rack. Doesn't it? It still, from this distance, looks like a typical rack. But it's not. But there's our newest guy. Spawned him, well, about an hour ago now. Nope, not that one. There we go. Wouldn't it be sweet to spawn one more here on YouTube? And God, if we could start rapid spawning these whitetail great ones, that would really help us get a chance at maybe hitting our goal of 25 before mid-March, which is my 1-year anniversary here on the game. I wanted to get 25, but things will have to speed up immensely to get to that goal. Yeah, I guess he's gonna die. What's up, Top Hunts Gaming? How you doing, Ghostface? Good to see you, man. I spawned another whitetail great one, man. I did about an hour ago, a little over an hour ago. So that's why the counters look a little bit different. Yep, you are right. I did get a great one. Or is the counter just reset? Yeah, no, we reset the counters and we added one to the great one counter because I spawned another whitetail great one. He's still on the map because right now I am stacking diamonds so that I can fine-tune my herd management. So having a great one in my farming zone should be a lot of help. You know what I mean? Oh, we punished that deer. He ought to die. Did some cows get milked at that lake? Yes, they all got milked. Yeah. Good old PS4 glitches. We got a short rack. We got a small rack. It kind of fooled us because from a distance, it kind of looks like a typical rack. And so I was kind of losing my mind at first. I thought that I had spawned a typical rack great one. So then we belly crawled in to about 50 meters away to get a nice close look at it, and I was like, oh, it doesn't have back tines. It's not a typical rack, it's a small rack. But it is still a great one, and I freaking love it. But I had visions of jumping into iBuy's chat tomorrow and letting him know. That was going to be the first thing I did if it was a typical rack. It's not. Yeah, on PS4, and it's only happening on PS4, Sharon, but ever since they did the Labrador Retriever update, most of the lakes on all of the maps look like that. There's still some lakes that look totally normal, but PS4 is having trouble with the new update, and it does not process the lakes right anymore. And they come out looking like crap. It's awesome. Still, great ones are awesome regardless. Yes, they are. Like I've been telling everybody, I was so happy that I finally spawned one here on YouTube. Because I had not spawned anything of significance on YouTube. They had all shown up on Twitch. So, it's very cool to finally have one here. I was starting to think that YouTube played favorites or something, that only PC players could spawn it on YouTube. I only have crown rack and 3 big racks for whitetail now. I'm almost 5k into my whitetail. I haven't found another one. Yeah, you just never know with whitetail. I'm surprised that I've gotten 2 already. My head was spinning when I thought it was a typical rack. I gotta tell you. Maybe they're actually alien invaded lakes. Nice. What? I have a new drink zone. From that doe I killed. Look at that, I have a new herd. Isn't that special? That makes me want to throw up a little bit. Because here's the other herd that I've been shooting. Well, at least I didn't have to go searching for it. I like it when that happens. Then the question remains. These are about 260. I could probably shoot both zones. I guess this is going to be a farming zone too. Might as well stack diamonds here too. Nope, didn't get that one on the run. But we got 4 of them. That's pretty good. I'll take it. Lee, I don't think I need a capture card for overlays. You don't need one, no. It helps if you're going to use OBS. It's just very helpful in certain setups. But you don't have to. There are ways to work around it. I watched some YouTube videos on how to do it without a capture card. I'm just not fully sure of how to do it without it. I know it's possible. Playing some Cold War right now. Nice. At least you found it. Yes, yes. And that, like I said, that's kind of convenient when they show up at places where there's already been drink zones before. And I'm already set up there and I just happen to find it. That is nice and convenient. Didn't have to go searching. So you gotta love that. You can use Lightstream for $8 a month. It's helpful if you're using sound alerts. Nice. But then you gotta pay a monthly fee. See, I just bought everything up front and I don't have to pay anything monthly. And I've got everything. And honestly, I did not even go top of the line for any of my stuff. Like my computer that I got was a refurbished office computer. I just bought it from a used computer store. The capture card I got was just a little $30 capture card that I bought off Amazon. It's a very, very cheap model, but it works. Excuse me. I'm able to use Twitch extension and make my own overlays. Yes, but when I tried to do that, it didn't work. I tried to use the Twitch extension to make overlays, and it would not activate the overlays unless you had an OBS. And so that means you have to have OBS or Streamlabs or something like that to trigger it, because it has to have a browser source to be able to apply into. If there's no browser source, then the overlays just sit there and they don't do anything. They don't actually apply onto your game. I tried to set that up too, Garrett, straight through Twitch without having to use a computer or a capture card or anything. And eventually I found out you have to have at least a computer that runs in some sort of OBS. Otherwise, none of those overlays come through. Neither did that. Oh well. Trying to get a PC this summer. Fingers crossed. Nice. Didn't work for you either? Yeah. Yeah, because you can set up overlays and sound alerts straight through Twitch, but they still require some sort of OBS to be able to power it. Because the sound alerts don't just have their own OBS and they don't have their own browser source to attach to. They're just an alert box. They have to have an actual OBS sound alert, browser source to play through in order to be able to be applied onto your overlay. So all this stuff that I've learned over the last 2 months of trying to piece this together. Where's the great one? You want to see it? It is at the beginning of let me hit 2 more zones. I got 2 more zones to hit. Then we'll go back to the beginning. It's actually at the very, very beginning. Which is weird. Both of my great ones have spawned at whatever zone was the beginning of my rotation. Both of them. Makes no sense. Yeah, my PC can run OBS. Nice. Yeah, I had one, and my old PC could run the OBS, but it would not relay the video signal because I didn't have a strong enough processor and enough RAM. I mean, I think you guys probably remember the first time when I set up everything on my old computer and I tried to launch the stream, and first there was no game sound, then there was just incredible amounts of lag, like incredible amounts of lag. And I found out that my old computer just was not strong enough. It could technically run the software, but it couldn't run it smooth enough to where it looked like a stream, you know? So you want to make sure, because just because your computer can technically run the software doesn't mean it can support the OBS and the stream. It has to have 8 gigs of RAM, and you have to have like an i5 Linux processor from no earlier than 2009 generation. Literally all the stuff I researched in the past 6 weeks to find out what I had to have. Wow, we're almost at 9 o'clock already? God, didn't feel like we've been going that long. Let's see. Yeah, the other one did die. It probably came somewhere over here, so if we just walk this way, we could probably get the dog to find it somewhere right up over here. Maybe? I wonder if it's possible to stream both on YouTube and Twitch at the same time. It is. It absolutely is possible. I don't know how people do it. I have not figured it out, but I've heard people talk about it, so that's the only reason that I know it's possible. But I have no idea how to do it. Yeah, I know that you can. And that's all I know. That's literally all I know about it, is that it's possible somehow. Only because I've heard people ask about it and what do you have to do to be able to do it and this and that. And I'm like, I don't have answers for that. Sorry. I really don't know. Honestly, I don't know if that would be any fun, though. I mean, here on YouTube, so far, it's still pretty tame because I haven't gotten very big on YouTube because I only stream twice a week on YouTube. Twitch is blowing up pretty fast, and the chat room is insanely busy sometimes. So if I was trying to keep track of 2 different chats at the same time while running raffles and doing song requests and all kinds of stuff, I don't know if that's possible. I don't know if that's... I would need so many mods to do everything for me. Just don't think I could keep up with it. It would be pandemonium. I mean, heck, last night was pandemonium in just the Twitch chat. That was absolute insanity. And if I had another chat room on top of that, oh, dear man Vij would have lost his mind. He'd be like, I cannot mod in 2 places at once. There's no way I can do it. I quit. That's what he would have said. All right. Let's shoot this last zone, then we'll go back to the beginning. That way Ghostface can check out our new Whitetail Great One that we got hanging out in our first drink zone. It does feel good to have a Great One stacked again. It's been quite a while. And the 2 from the last drink zone. Forgot that. He's too nice, he can't quit. I know, right? He is a hell of a dude. He does incredible mod work for me. He's wonderful in chat. He greets the new players or new viewers. He's just so helpful in every single way. You know what? All my new mods are. All my mods are just doing such a really good job with everybody. Honestly, it feels like a truly professional mod team. It really does. Can you imagine modding ladies if she did both? I know, right? Oh my god. It's so hard to keep up with just her YouTube. I cannot imagine doing both at once. That would be pure insanity. Alright. Hangout top hunts. We're going to spend time, main menu to bring him back. And this Great One is at this first zone right here. I know you modded her channel already, but imagine how many people would be in her chats. I know, right? I know. And some of her streams get absolutely crazy. When she gets a Great One on the map, I don't know how the word gets around so fast. But 10 minutes after a Great One is on her map, another 300 people are in her stream. And I'm like, where did you people come from? How did you find out all of a sudden? What is going on in the world? And then all of a sudden there's like 600, then there's 800. One time there was 1,200 people, and I'm like, okay, I need more mod help. This is insanity. Alright, Ghostface. Well, is he here? There he is. There's our newest 10 Fabled. He took 2,114 kills to spawn. And that's our newest dude. Then there's Scarecrow, who has like 7,000 chat messages every 2 minutes. I know. And you know, I know the one thing that I really noticed about Scarecrow, he does not even try to talk to the chat that much. Because he's got so much going on in chat, he answers like one person out of every 150 messages because he doesn't even bother with it. He's like, it's too difficult, not even trying. Lady makes a very big effort to try to talk to her chat, but again, she has lots and lots of shit going on, so, you know, she just can't be expected to answer them all. But yep, that's our guy right there. So I think we're going to call it there, guys. I think we're going to call it a night here on YouTube. I want to take a little bit of a break. I need to get something to eat before I go live on Twitch because you know it's going to be a long, busy night on Twitch. It always is. But I want to thank you guys for hanging out. It was lots of fun. We spawned a Great One, which was the ultimate goal. And we're going to keep stacking this map until I've got a lot of big stuff and then I can shoot down the exterior zones. We're going to fine-tune this HM one of these days. But this guy is going to hang out with us for a while we get it done. Maybe we'll spawn more Great Ones tonight. Maybe we'll stack another one. Who knows? But thanks for being here. I appreciate you guys being here. It was lots of fun, as always. Hopefully you can be here on Twitch tonight, and we'll hang out. We'll kill some more whitetail. Maybe we'll jump over, kill some moose. Who knows? We're going to do a lot of stuff. But it's always lots of fun on Twitch. I hope y'all can be there.